Hey guys, Johnny from Ignite here. Welcome to another video. We're going to be looking at Hamlet today, and in particular, we're going to be looking at a very important contextual feature called the Great Chain of Being. We're going to be talking about what that is, why it's important for your studies of Hamlet, and how that actually fits in with the plot of the play itself. So strap in, make sure you subscribe now if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Okay guys, so today we're looking at the Great Chain of Being, and this was a belief at the time that Hamlet, the play, was written by Shakespeare. So you have to take your mind back, not that it's actually literally possible to do this because you weren't alive then, but think back to what it would be like in 1600 to 1601. Remember, we're in 2019 now, we're going back over 400 years to when Shakespeare was writing this play. He's writing this play for an Elizabethan audience. Queen Elizabeth of England was the queen at the time, and there was a different set of beliefs then than there is now. And at that time, one of the beliefs that's going to be incorporated into this play, because you want to resonate, Shakespeare wants to resonate with his audience. He wants to be talking about things that will make sense to his current audience. One of those things was a belief in the Great Chain of Being, which is fundamentally an Elizabethan social hierarchy. What does that mean? It's a belief in a certain type of order of things and people in the universe. Who should be at the top, who should be in the middle, who should be at the bottom. That's what it is. It's a belief in that hierarchy. So let's have a look at what that is, and then we'll talk about how it fits into the play. At the top of the Great Chain of Being is God. After God is the king, then follows the heir to the throne. So in the play, who is the heir to the throne? Who is the prince? Prince Hamlet. King Hamlet, or Hamlet Senior, who is Hamlet's father, has actually been murdered before the play begins. When we start reading the play, King Hamlet has been murdered. He's been murdered by Claudius, his brother, and we'll come back to why that's important for the Great Chain of Being in a second. So underneath the king in this hierarchy, in this ranking system, we have the heir, we then have the nobles, we have the people who would be in the castle with the king, with the heir. We then have the commoners, so the common people of England, who would be walking around the streets just like you and I. We would be underneath the people who are in the castle. And then we would have rocks. So we're going to have those inanimate objects, those minerals, those things in the ground, this table, this TV. These things are going to be below people, thankfully. And that's the order they believed in. Critically, they believed that if this order was disrupted, if something happened to put the order out of whack, there is going to be disorder and anarchy and chaos that amounts in the universe. And often the way you see that happen, in the play especially, is with supernatural consequences. So let's relate this now to the play, and hopefully you can see how it's important. This Elizabethan belief in the Great Chain of Being actually translates into the plot of the play, because when you start reading the play, you learn that King Hamlet has been murdered by Claudius. He has been poisoned in the ear by his brother. Claudius is King Hamlet's brother. And Claudius has taken the throne. We now have King Claudius, which is a massive disruption to this hierarchy, because the king has not been killed by another king, which would be fine, like the king of Norway, for instance. This is the king of Denmark. The king of Norway, like Fortinbras, you're allowed to kill other kings, but he's been killed by his brother unlawfully, unrightfully. So what should have happened is an heir to the throne should have taken over. Hamlet should be king, and the order would be fine. But because Hamlet is not going to be king and Claudius is king instead, the order is out of whack. We have the ghost of King Hamlet come and make a visit to Prince Hamlet, and he lets Hamlet know that he has to take revenge. He has to kill Claudius if we're to get this social hierarchy back in order so we can restore the Great Chain of Being. So that's how it underpins the plot. We know that Hamlet struggles to fulfill this feudal duty, this filial duty to his father to kill Claudius, who had killed him. But we can see why it's so important. We have this disrupted Great Chain of Being, and we need to fix it, and that's the essence of the play. All right, guys, I hope that helps. That's the Great Chain of Being. Remember to mention that in your essays, because it's critical to an understanding of the play and to where Shakespeare was coming from when he wrote it. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like the content, subscribe to our channel and we'll have more videos coming your way.
That's right, guys. Thanks for watching. And please make sure you check out our online resource database. We've had a team of state rank achievers and heads of English put these together for you, covering everything from essay structures and examples all the way through to craft of writing and comprehension skills. So check them out at ignitehse.com.au, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.